Welcome back to Paranormal Teach. Today we are going over the backstory of my haunted doll Connor, who is definitely one of the most active spirits in our collection. I do have to say this one is a pretty difficult story, so trigger warning if you are sensitive to issues with children. Connor came to us in a much different way than most of our haunted dolls. One night we were doing spirit box sessions with our own spirits, and a little boy named Connor came on the spirit box, introduced himself, and asked if he could move in. The difficult part was we had absolutely no idea who he was. So I started reaching out to people that I knew, asking if they had a Connor, and there was only one Connor that someone had, and he perfectly matched the description of the Connor who came and spoke to us, and the bio details matched up. So Connor found us. We did not find Connor. The woman we got him from said that she pretty much resorted to never selling Connor because she likes for her spirits to behave, and Connor simply does not. But she said that if we were up for it and he enjoyed our home so much that she would let him go, and I'm so glad she did because he has just been amazing. Connor is a mover, and he pretty much defies gravity. His vessel is made to be seated on his knees, and he is actually weighted at the knees, so it should be very difficult for him to move, but he manages to fly and fall all the time. The way he does it is quite funny, too. He will go months without falling, and then randomly will fall 5 or 6 times in one day where he gets these little bursts of energy, and it just cracks me up, and there are days that we just can't keep him up. Connor was originally found by a woman who does spiritual cleansings, and she found Connor during a pretty scary haunted house session. The house was a murder house, and this particular home was found in Chapeltown, Leeds. The owner of the home had hired this woman to do a cleansing, and things went really strange. She ended up having to come back for 3 days in a row. She found Connor on the 3rd day and swore she did not see him the previous 2 days. He scared her pretty much right out the gate. But she took him home, gave him a chance, and then sent him in for an investigation a couple of weeks later. Connor had died nearby, not inside of this particular home, but was pretty close. He wanted out of the area, and he got his wish. Connor was murdered by his father, who had serious brain damage from working with lead. Connor had always been a troublemaker, and his father had had enough of it. Connor was buried near a sewage line in a shallow grave, and his bones were eventually found. He died in the 1950s. He likes to sit around and be involved in everything we're doing. He likes to make a mess and hide things from people, but he just enjoys hanging out with his people every day. He throws absolute fits where he will just wreck the entire room, but he does have issues, and we're very understanding of that. Connor can turn on the haunted house vibe pretty much anytime he wants. He usually doesn't throw his little fits for too long, but it can definitely scare people who aren't prepared for that. Connor sometimes will share the smells and sounds of England in the 50s. It feels as if he's bringing us back in time with him. He's incredibly easy to talk to using pretty much any method that's available to him. He's quite the handful, but he can barely read or write due to pretty severe dyslexia, so he does really well with the spirit box in particular. He is a very fun spirit to work with, and we adore him. The reason I am doing his story now is we found out that Connor loves Christmas. We actually brought Connor down with our family while we hosted Christmas, and he was the life of our entire gathering. Connor was falling down left and right, and he has a way of turning any skeptic into a believer. Connor fell on top of my brother's girlfriend, right onto her back. He fell on top of the dog. He landed with his face in my brother's drink. He fell on the floor. He was ringing the dead bell for everybody. He was just the center of attention, and everybody just fell in love with him. We have quite a few haunted dolls that move at this point, but nobody quite like Connor because this man gets air. When he wanted to land on top of my brother's girlfriend, he flew basically like 2 feet to end up hitting her in the back, and it was hysterical. And the way he does it is so funny that even though she does have a little bit of fear of haunted dolls, she ended up laughing and just fell in love with him. Connor has brought so much life and laughter into our house, and we are so grateful to have him. Thank you for taking the time to learn about him, and subscribe for more haunted doll content.